Right, today we're going to be doing a gents haircut, and as you can see it's got a style already, but we are just going to put it back into style because it's been about 4 weeks since it's been cut, maybe 5 weeks, so it's overgrown. What the client likes is a number 1. So if I show you, I'm going to be using the roll. It's cordless, and this at the moment hasn't got a blade on it, so this is 0, but actually at the back its arm, let's put it over, moves. So that button there moves left to right, and that determines how close the blade goes. So when the blade is right at the top of the clippers, then it will be a true 0. As you move the blade down, it becomes a 0.5. So if you wanted a 1.5, then you'd put on your 1 guard and move this down. At the moment I want to keep it at a number 1, so that's a 0 at the moment. And I'm going to put on the attachment. Okay, so that there has now got the attachment of a number 1. If I wanted a 1.5, I can move the arm down. Here. So at the moment I want the blade at the top. So let's start cutting. So starting at an 8. Just going to go upwards. This client likes it quite high. Sometimes you just do it up to the occipital bone, but this client does like it quite short, all the way up to the top. So I'm just removing most of the bulk at the moment. Okay, that there looks like it's been pretty much cut, but now we need to go in at different directions. Because the head is round, you just want to make sure that there's not little bits which have been missed. So change your directions, go vertical, go diagonal, both diagonal ways. Right, so this side is really short, but the other side, if I lift this hair up, can you see that hair? It's quite long on top, but this side is short, so we're going to have it short one side with like a nice little comb over. When we get to the ears, obviously move the ears out of the way. To the front yet again, nice and short, all number 1. Now I'm going to take it up to the line. Right, so you can see, if I hold the long hair down, I can take away all the short bits without cutting the long hair. Again, changing the directions, making sure it's nice and short. You're not going to get every strand at the beginning, and that's why you can go back in, get the light on the hair head and see if there's any loose hairs that you've forgotten. So this is really short up here. Some people like to blend this depending on the head shape. And then some people like it short. Some people as well put a line along the front here using the clippers, make it a bit more stylish. Okay, I'm going to go and do the other side now. Right, so this side is slightly different because you can see that it is longer. So this bit is longer. I don't want to take it to a number 1 all the way up to there. We're going to blend it. So this back bit, yet again, we like quite short. Move the ears out the way. Right, and this here is like what we're going to actually have to cut with scissors and blend. Or what we can also do is a bit of scissor over comb. So if I take the guard off and using the clippers and the comb, so I'm going to lift the comb in and away from the head. I'm going to try and blend that rather than it being too short. So when I put the comb in now, I'm actually moving it off of the scalp, so it's not even touching the head. And yet again, putting my comb in at different directions, taking off any corners. Because the head is round, you're going to get corners. It's not that you're making mistakes, it's just that the head is round. And yet again, I can blend this in on top. As well. Make this a little bit longer at the back. I'll put my comb in. So when we comb this over, this will sit over the top there. Right, the next thing that we want to do is just smarten up the sides and the back with the clippers still. So I'm still going to do some clipper work before I do the scissor work. So before I said about moving the blade, so I'm actually going to move it to a 0.5 now. And take this in nice and short. So I think most men get annoyed with the hair around their neck or just over their ears. So I'm just taking it that little bit shorter. And also around the hairline as well. And lifting, can you see I lift the, if you look at the angle that I'm doing here, I'm lifting it away. So it goes in quite tight, and then I lift it off so I don't take too much off. And then I'm going to do the other side as well. That's it. I'm just going to do it a bit of a zero now and just get really close around the ears. Trim up the sideburn area, the neck hair. Getting rid of any long bits. Like so. The next thing we're going to do is scissor work. So we can wet the hair down a little bit. The scissor work, just sweep the floor so we're not slipping on the hair. Right, so I'm just going to trim this hair because it does need a bit of a trim. I'm going to cut it quite blunt, but then we're going to layer it as well. So the hair kind of sits quite heavy when it's there, but what I do is I'll comb it over the other way. And just layer it on top. The same with the front bit. Rather than cutting it away how it goes, I can cut it the opposite way, and when I comb it back it sits perfect. And I just want to make sure this hair underneath is blended nice and isn't too chunky. Taking small orange sections at a 90-degree angle to the head. Layering the top bit. It does sit quite heavy there, so what we could do as well is go in with our thinning scissors. So they've got holes in and they just take out the weight. I'm trying to go in underneath actually. So when this comes back over, it's not so heavy on top. Right, so that there is the final bit. Now I just want to do the finishing touches, making sure that there's no loose hairs, and then we would wash the hair and then blow dry it after, and I'll show you what the end result looks like at the end. Okay, I've washed the hair now and I'm just going to put on some of this spray. This is a perfect setting lotion, light setting lotion. I'm going to spray this on the hair just to give it a little bit of hold. And then I've got a choice of two brushes that I could use. I've got like a vent brush here and I've got a round brush. So I'm going to see which one I prefer, just giving it a bit of height. We know the direction is coming over to the right. You're just scooping the hair up. I did just use one brush. I think that worked fine. And now you can add whatever product that you want, whether it be a little bit of wax, a bit of paste, a bit of hairspray, depending what style that you want to go for. And just smoothing down all the little spikes. But if I show you all around, it's nice and short all around the back and sides. And a nice balance as well at the front. I'm just going to use a bit of hairspray actually. I don't want to weigh it down too much because it is quite fine, but I don't want any flyaway bits. On top. There we go. And that's the finished look.